All right. Here's another good one. What is a common trait you see in relationships that struggle, and also a trait that you see in relationships that flourish? So if people say, I see this a lot in struggling relationships, and I see this a lot in relationships that flourish. And this might give the listeners or the viewers a chance to go, you know what? I need to put that in my life, or I need to figure out a way to get that out of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Forgiveness. Lack thereof, or an abundance of.
Forgiveness, yeah.
Is that the answer to both?
Yeah.
Well, in different ways. So, yeah.
Where there's a lack of forgiveness, they struggle. Where there's abundance of relationship, they flourish. Where there's an abundance of forgiveness, they flourish.
Mm. So what do you think? What do you think makes it so hard for us to forgive? Why do you think that is so difficult?
Pride.
You guys are y'all
pride
are
and selfishness. Pride and selfishness. You know, we don't. A lot of people think, you know, that the person has not apologized appropriately, or they're not truly remorseful, or they don't deserve forgiveness, you know, so they make it contingent on other people, or we think we were right and the other person was wrong, and so I'm not the one that needs to give forgiveness. They were wrong, you know, they need to admit they were wrong, type of thing. So, you know, it's this battle of pride.
Yeah.
Who's right, who's wrong.
It's retaining power over that person. They're unwilling to surrender that power.
Yeah. So if I surrender my power, though, what does that make me?
Makes you an obedient servant to the Lord, which is the best of all, isn't it?
You passed the test. Great teacher. I was like, he's not gonna say powerless. No, you are now you're following the all powerful at that time.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
Now you get a chance to see God move in a way that it was blocked before, because you continue. I should say I, not you. I continue to stand in the way. I continue to block this blessing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's surrender, you know, surrendering to the Lord and, you know, letting him be in control.
Every knee will bow.
So simple. Unforgiveness is causing my relationship to struggle, and my ability to forgive is causing my relationship to flourish.
Correct.
Wow. It don't get no more simple than that, guys. Y'all, are you listening to this?
Simple and so hard. It's just so hard.
You know, and I've said this before, forgiveness isn't always easy, but it's always possible. Right?
Yes,
I mean, what God has told us to do isn't always an easy thing, but it's always made possible to do. You know, we lean and depend on his strength. And then it goes back to what we said at the beginning of today, is that marriage is like perfect training ground for our spiritual lives. How can I withhold forgiveness with my wife, and I can focus on how God overlooked my faults and saw my needs? You know, that just thinking that alone is going to now make me have to look at myself in the mirror, look at myself, matching myself up against the word and saying, I can't live like this. God has forgiven me for far worse than what I'm trying to withhold forgiveness from my wife. So I need to get rid of this pride and forgive her.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting. Did you know that you could actually support the YouTube channel and podcast? That's right. If you have a desire to be a blessing to the show, there's many different ways you can do it. We have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and you can use the website to make a donation. Any donation will help, and every donation will be used to pour into the lives of others. So if you want to click on the description of this video, you can find all of the information you need to make a donation. God bless you, and thank you for your support.